Well folks, welcome to Random and Desperate. Now today we're in Staley Bridge in Tameside and we're going to have a look around the streets of Staley Bridge. And I'm not going alone folks, I am being joined by a special group. Now these are well known around Staley Bridge as a YouTube blogger. So I'm just on my way to meet him. So why don't you join us for a little adventure in the streets of Staley Bridge. As promised, he's come all the way, a few miles away from Staley Bridge. I want to introduce you to another content creator. He is called, what's it, Trev and Bob.
Travels with Trev and Bob.
Yeah, so if you do, subscribe to his channel. He's going to join me on this little adventure today. Now what I'm going to do, we're going to have a look around the streets of Staley Bridge and see if we can point out any historical things what we can talk about. But I'm going to let this gentleman join me on one of his escapades with Random and Desperate. So what's your channel all about?
We do a bit of all sorts. We do local stuff like this. We do holiday stuff,
right,
food reviews.
Okay.
We're live now and again.
Yeah.
We do a few lives and
Blackpool.
Blackpool, and we've got Skegness coming up.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Got Birmingham coming up next weekend.
You're worse than me there, aren't you? You're worse than me.
And then we've got Wales coming up in June.
Yeah.
We've got Scarborough in September, so we've got loads of different stuff coming up.
Okay.
A few on. A lot of it is Staley Bridge stuff.
Round Staley Bridge. Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look round Staley Bridge and see what's left of the once promising British town. Right folks, so what we're going to do, we're going to have a look around the streets of Staley Bridge. Now there is a lot of history around these noble British streets. Now when I'm filming this folks, it is on a Sunday, so most shops are naturally closed, but we're going to have a look anyway because I've invited this gentleman. He's only just around the corner from me and I like doing a joint adventure, and because he's only a small content creator, you know what I'm like, I like to encourage people to do this YouTube business, especially around the local areas, and that's what I'm doing. So we're going to have just a quick look around it. Now what I'm going to show you is this building here. Now this once was a butcher's, but look at the state of it now. It's like anywhere around the UK, especially places like that, all the butchers have closed down thanks to Sainsbury's, Tesco's and the big corporation giants. And the problem when you lose places like this, you don't just lose the shop, you lose the people behind the counter. You lose the social ability when you come in and go, morning Trev or morning Bob. They know your name and they know your order, and you can have a conversation with these butchers, greengrocers, shoemakers. You can have a conversation, but unfortunately now what happens is you go in Tesco's and nobody speaks to you because nobody gives a shit. And that's not just here, it's all around the UK. Now what I try and promote is trying to get the people back to this once promising country of the high streets. I'll try and I'll try. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a look round. The only thing is, you've got plenty of bookies, but where are the other shops? Now if you look here on the right here, this used to be a pub. I can't remember what they were called. Friendship. Friendship.
And then it was the Brit stop.
Brit stop. But I remember when I was a young whippersnapper going in places like this and having a few golden nectars. What's happened to Staley Bridge? It just fallen on its...
Just went.
Right, okay.
It used to be Staley Vegas, didn't it, man?
Yeah.
It just died off after that.
But if you look here, that was a bank, that was a bank, and that was a bank over there. So that's 3 banks totally gone.
There's not one bank now in Staley Bridge.
Not one bank?
One, no.
Crazy, man. Crazy. You think of all the older people They haven't got stuff like internet and stuff like that.
How do they go on online, these old people?
No.
I struggle with it never again, so how do these old people go on?
Yeah. But it's I think it's a personal disgrace closing high street banks, because they've got a duty of care to people who are vulnerable and who can't use the internet, who don't know how to do it or access money. It is shocking. Right, we're going to carry on down this end. Now, if I remember right, there used to be like an art shop where you sell paintings. I don't know if it's still there.
I think that's it there, I think.
Oh, right, okay. But what I've been researching something. This is the up and coming area for these little micro breweries, what I seem to be popping up round here.
There's a couple up there we just passed.
Right, okay, yeah.
I think there's one there in that corner, I think.
Yeah.
This used to be a bank, isn't it?
This one?
Used to be Barclays, that.
And what is it now? Skills for life. Instead of having skills for life, why don't we have jobs for life? Look at that. I always like these old banks because if you look at the design, the more best design gets the business and the people in. That's what it's originally designed for.
That's what we're done for, isn't it?
Yeah. But how things have changed. Right, what we're going to do now, folks, when we get to the end of this road, we're going to turn left here and then go around it. Now, this little cafe just behind us always seems to be packed out.
Always busy, that.
This one here, check it out. Night and day. Wow.
Cafe Continental.
Yeah. It might worth checking out at some point to do one of your famous reviews.
Food review in there, yeah.
Yeah. But look at this. This is a River Tame, this one, what runs along all around Tameside up here. Yeah, that's that art centre.
That's the art shop, isn't it? Yeah.
But it's still there actually.
That used to be a book juice.
What, this one?
That one, yeah.
So when did all this start closing, you reckon? You know, turn into these?
Probably about 10, 15 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
Right off after that. There was a lot of trouble when the pubs down here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Staley Vegas. It was the 90s, 2000.
90s, early 2000.
Yeah. Yeah. I went when I was a young whippersnapper. I was in here, Staley Vegas, where you used to come in here, have a few pints, a kebab, and a fight on the way home. That's what
it used to be,
yeah.
Staley Bridge, isn't it?
Because it used to be Ashton, and then it moved to here, Staley Vegas, and unfortunately that closed because of problems with licensing laws, fighting, and all sorts of antisocial behaviour. They always stop the good fun, don't they? They always stop the good fun.
I don't want anybody that goes out hardly now.
They can't afford it.
No.
They can't afford it. Right, folks, if you just look up there, you got the central hall, and check them snooker cubes there. Now it is a bingo hall now, but always when you're going around these old streets, always look up, and you'll see so many interesting things like this one here. What did this used to be?
It used to be a bed shop. What it was before that, it used to be George Jean's bed shop. That.
Okay, now. Well, look at that door. Check that door out.
Yeah, look at the working that door, yeah.
I know. It's like little buildings like this. It's just shocking to see the state of them.
It looks like it could have been a bank at some point, hasn't it? I don't know,
but yeah.
Them snooker tables are up there because it was built as a snooker hall.
Ah, right, okay.
Years ago, before it was a bingo hall.
Yeah.
It's been extended on that side, it's been extended on this side.
Yeah. Did you ever go in it?
No, not as a snooker hall, no.
Right.
I've been in it since it was a bingo hall, but I never went in it as a snooker hall.
Right, folks, where we're going to go, we're going to go to that building there. Now that has been, let's just say, it's been many things over its generation. Now it's in rack and ruin. It used to be a nightclub, but like anything else, it got closed down. But this was the original Palace theatre. You can still see the decor on top. And I'll also give you some random history. I went in this building with a girl from Stalybridge who I got engaged to, and many girls I've got engaged to in my life. But I went in here with this girl and we watched the Blair Witch Project in this particular building here. That's where we went. And when you look at buildings, it brings back some of the lush memories over the years of the times you spent on this godforsaken earth. But check it out. It is sad to see. Well, what we'll do, we'll cross over, I'll run over, and I'll see what's left of it. So it is turning into a nightclub, but I believe it is turning back to some kind of pub. Yeah, you can't see anything in there.
Being a food court or something.
Was it a food court?
Food court of entertainment and a bar and things like that.
But at least it's turning into something
At least you're doing
promising.
something with it,
Yeah.
yeah. That's
But just check this out. This is what they do. Anything historic like this, they just plaster it over.
cover it all.
Yeah, with plasterboard. And even on some of these hotels, if you look at the roof, there's always false ceilings.
We've just uncovered a Victorian ceiling in here.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Must have took the whole ceiling out and it's
Yeah.
all like carved the ceiling.
Wow. So, but if you look at the dates. This must have been closed 15 years now. Must be. If you look at them dates. Sad to see. Right, we're going to have a quick sneaky look round here. Nothing really of interest round here. But you've got to get in on the nooks and the crannies when you're doing this game. YouTubing. So what I'll do, I'll stand on here and I'll see if you can see anything up there. Now this was an outdoor venue at some point, probably a beer garden or something like that. It's probably just old derelict now. But people can't afford beer prices now, and that's the problem. Now if you look at these two pubs here, one of them has got, two of them has got in the Guinness Book of Records. Random bus. We'll fit me a bus spotter.
There's a B network bus.
Yeah. Now if you look at the first one there, the old 13 Chester Ashley Volunteer Rifle Corporation Inn is the longest named pub in the UK, and just next to it there was an old club there called Liquid. But if you look the next one past it, that's in the Guinness Book of Records as well, being the shortest name in the UK. So you've got two lots of pubs there. One's the longest and one's the shortest, and it's in the Guinness Book of Records. Just check this old building out. Now this building, obviously it was a schools, but it was an original all girls schools. I would certainly like to teach in here, because if you just look at the emblem there. Now that I believe is the original emblem of the county. But check this old building out. You think even here, look at here, all here, it's got sketched in stone, it's full of history. An all girls school. Now in them days the girls usually started from anywhere between 11 going up to the age of 18, and they was educated properly, folks. None of these rules and regulations and social interaction skills. They was taught maths, English, science, future, philosophy, and they made, especially in the days this building was built, they was brought up to think for themselves instead of being designed what we do now, just to be dolled up and flaunt themselves on TikTok and YouTube. And the girls, what came out of these doors was proper ladies. Proper ladies. What do you think of the ladies now? When you walk around Manchester, Blackpool, if it were my daughter walking around these places, I would be shocked. Now let's just go this side here, okay? I always go round the back. Oh, they've got a boys' side.
I never knew that.
Boys. So it was a mixed school
It
then?
must have been, yeah.
Yeah. So wherever you go, always look up. But there it is.
A little bit, so a bit history I've just learned, haven't I?
Yeah.
Through that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like my history. Now, let's see if you know this one. What famous film was filmed around here? Hey.
Yanks.
Well done, Yanks. Well done. He knows his stuff, folks. He knows his stuff. Right, at the start of the film, Yanks, basically, it was in World War II when we had a shortage of men because it was all fighting for our great country. What happened is, the Americans came into this country to be trained and then moved off. But the problem were, in Britain, there was no men around. It was just dominated by girls. God, lucky buggers, eh? Yeah. Dominated by women and girls. And they've never seen a young man, because it was all fighting for this great country. So they made a film round here. And the opening scenes where all the troops were walking up and down here was here. This building here. There was walking down here. Right, we're going to carry on to the bottom, and that's where we conclude the end of our video.
We had our billboards up here, didn't we?
Yeah, they did.
Memorial.
Yeah, they did. Richard Gere.
That Richard Gere and Vanessa Redgrave.
Yeah, it was.
My dad was driving buses at the time when we were filming that. I remember him saying we were on a bus station one night.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
I know, and they filmed in Glossops, Saddleworth, Ashton.
A lot of it was done on Power Station at Herod, weren't it?
Yeah, it was. But check this out. Now, what I was talking about, the heroes of the hour. Now, you've got two sides of them who are sketched in stone. You've got this one, which is World War One.
That's World War One.
This is World War One, all around here.
That one, what's that, World War Two.
World War Two. Now, these are the heroes of the hour. Not people like Britney Spears or pop stars. These are the heroes sketched in stone. Here they are. Now when you go to these places, bet you don't even have a quick look at these names. Now these are the people who saved this country. Saved this country. And thanks to these people sketched in stone, that's why we're here today. These people. So always have, when you go to random places, respect for the war heroes of the hour, because these answered the call for Britain. Respect to you, sir. Respect to you. What, this one here?
Yeah, do you got it?
Yeah.
That is Bob's dad's granddad, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Where is Boff anyway?
He's told me he's a bit shy.
All right,
When it comes to
okay.
meeting new people, so he's sat at home watching his football with snooker or whatever he's doing.
Right, okay. So next time, hopefully, he might join us.
He will next time.
Right.
No, I've met him, so he'll come next time.
Yeah. So we'll carry on this little tour round Staley Bridge. But check this out here. Check that view out. Used to be a police station round here at one
Just
point.
went back here, police station.
Was it gone?
It's that's one of these shelters, not shelters, what do you call it? No, I put these in mine, not well, and
Oh, right.
hospital, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Halfway houses.
Halfway out type thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not police station, never rebuilt that.
Is this art gallery still open?
Yeah, upstairs on.
Right. Surprised it is with all the cuts what's going on. Right folks, we'll head to here and I'm going to show you a famous gentleman from Staley Bridge who is my singing voice. It's a long way to Tipperary. Are you going to sing it with me?
No.
No? It's a long way
singing.
to go. Bum, bum, bum. Remember that song?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to tell about the history of it?
Yeah, it was, we'll show you a statue in a minute.
Yeah.
It was that little song we wrote as a bet. I think it was in World War One, weren't it?
Yeah, it
Somebody
was.
bet Jack Just to write a song and perform it in the theatre across the road the same night. And that's what come of it. It's a long way to Tipperary.
Yeah.
And that's what this statue is about.
Oh, is this where the Grand Theatre was?
That's
Here?
where the Grand Theatre, yeah, right in Canopy there.
Ah, right, okay. I wondered where the theatre was.
Yeah, there, that way.
Right.
If you look at a building, you can tell you what it used to be.
Yeah. Well, and I'll show you this famous person. And I might even get him to sing. Here he is. There he is there. And that's the, is that the American person?
I think that's what accompanied by World War I soldiers, and
Yeah.
so that is.
I think, yeah, it's American. What happens? I think that's American. Well, the original story was they say did it as a bet, and he performed it over there and won. And one American producer saw him.
I think he did, didn't he? I think that's what
And
happened.
produced the song, and it's well known. It inspired millions, and it was over there, here, which is long gone. Oh, is it that one there?
Yeah.
All right, so it's still there. It's just been modernised. But
You get a bit closer, you'll be able to see it where that arch where the middle of the entrance.
ah, right, yeah, I see it. Okay, so that's where he sung it.
That's where he was sung it now.
So have you ever in Staley Bridge, or have you ever fancied a random visit? Watch this car get run over. There you go. When you ever in Staley Bridge, you want a random visit in Tameside, try Staley Bridge out. There's a few nice pubs. It's supposed to be, I'm going to do another pub crawl around here, to be honest with you. Does Boff like a pint?
Oh yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, he does.
How many pints can he drink before he falls over?
Well, he drinks bottles, he drinks wickets. But
Right, okay.
You can go for about 4 or 5.
Can he?
Yeah.
Right, and then there's anybody's.
There's anybody's. He just goes sleep then.
Ah, right, okay. We could do a random pub crawl, couldn't
Yeah,
we?
just walk out bridge.
Yeah, a few pubs in each pub. But there we're back to our original starting position. But I hope you've enjoyed this little random and desperate adventure. And please subscribe to this gentleman. We want to try and encourage YouTubers to do more videos to promote their hometown and the history and the culture. And if you ever see him, say hello. Do you want to say your final words?
If you ever see us out, come and speak to us. We're not thingy, we'll speak to you. We'll tell you what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're always friendly, we're always approachable, so just come and meet us. Troubles with Trevor and Boff, you'll know it because we've always got it on us backs if we're out filming.
And where do you get this theme tune from?
But theme tune, one of our subscribers, he's into all this AI and all that, and
Right,
he wrote
okay.
that, he just wrote it for us.
Oh, right,
He just
okay.
sent me a message one day, mate, it was.
But if you could send it, I could put that theme tune on the back of end of this video.
Yeah, I'll send it, okay.
And put some pictures of you and Boff. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send it.
So what I'll do at the end of this video, it's a really catchy tune, and you'll see these two lovely people I've met on their intro. So check his channel out, and thanks for watching. And I'll see you again.
Yeah. I'm random and desperate.
Do you always ask for subscribers? I just let them come.
Yeah, now and again I do. Not always, but now and again I do.
I just let them come. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you again next time for whenever the adventure awaits.
Travels with Trav, yeah, that's the name. Adventures here, it's all the same. Travels with Trav, yeah, that's the name. Adventures here, it's all the same. Travels with Trav, yeah, that's the name. Adventures here, it's all the same. Travels with Trav, yeah, that's the name. Adventures here, it's all the same. Trav and Bob.
Well, folks, I've been invited for a quick cup of coffee before I depart on my next adventure, and I had the privilege and the honour to meet the world famous Boff. Oh, lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
Now, what's it feel like to be the famous YouTuber?
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
I love YouTube. like when I random meet people like yourself.
Like me, random and desperate.
Yeah.
Do you watch my videos?
No.
Oh right.
I don't subscribe to you.
Oh, as long as you subscribe.
Just subscribe, that's remember. You get watching.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to meet. Honestly, folks, subscribe to these lovely people's channels and support the local people. Remember, these are from Staley Bridge and they film all around this area. So we need to encourage people like this to do more videos, and that's why Random and Desperate always helps the small creators, because I think one day these people could be bigger than I. And they, you never know. So honestly, it's been a pleasure doing some filming with you. Absolutely a pleasure, and I hope you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed every minute of it, loved it.
So I'm going to enjoy this cup of tea and depart on another adventure. So thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you again next time for whenever the adventure awaits.